Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Are You Seeing This? Today I have M back with us.
Hey
She's the
guys.
Judgment Day expert. I have to have her in for this video. But yeah, I gotta check in on you, M. How are you doing?
Thank you.
How are you feeling? I know you guys are kind of struggling right now. So
Yeah, we're struggling real bad. Like it's so bad. As a fan of Rhea and Dom, it's a struggle. We're fighting for our lives, you know? But as like a middleman that like loves everyone in this feud, I'm kind of like this is eating. Like
do you now? Okay, so you
I
are more
do.
neutral.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but obviously, I gotta be on Dom's side and be like, he's innocent. He's innocent. He didn't do anything.
Every time I want to think Dom is innocent, he posts something online. Like he posts something that makes me think, like, why would he post that? Like, I think today he posted something on Instagram. I think I saw it on Twitter. Someone like posted their story or something.
Yeah.
And it was something like, I'm without meds and I'm without therapy and all this thing. And like,
I saw
you know,
that.
I'm like, okay, like what
He's
does that mean? Like, are
he's
you guilty?
tweaking. I think he's tweaking because he's about to lose his baddie goth girl. I'd be tweaking too.
Oh, wow. I saw something too that was like about Eddie. You know how you guys like always compare Dom to Eddie?
Yeah.
And Eddie he got caught. He got caught up, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like history repeating itself right now. It was really weird. China left him, so I wonder what Rhea will do about Dom. Uh it's confusing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that kiss really shocked me. I think I'm actually going to do my hair is a mess today. I cannot stand it. I think I'm gonna do a reaction video to the kiss.
Oh Lord.
I've already seen it like a trillion times because it's
Yeah.
everywhere, but every time I see it, I'm still shocked every time.
You know,
So
you know what's so funny? I on my TV, it like cut for so many people. And
yeah,
so in my mind, I was like, okay, solid ending, stare down, whatever.
yeah.
I opened Twitter and it's just, I'm like, what happened? Like it
Literally
was
like a minute later.
not even 10 seconds and I was shook.
They
Yeah.
were quick about it. Someone was quick about it. But it
Yeah.
like when it cut off, I was like, is she about to kiss him? Like I even said it out loud. I was like, is she about to kiss him or something? Why is she looking like that? And then it cut
Right?
out and I was like, oh, they were just teasing us. And then you're right, like going on Twitter, it was like immediate. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Like I was shocked. Shocked.
Maybe I'm just not observant enough, but I did not feel the vibes. I was like, all right,
Really?
stare down, cool.
See, my job is to literally observe people. So I don't know. Maybe I was just like,
True.
I saw her eyes. I've seen those eyes before. I know those. I know that look.
I
You
know
know
that.
that look when someone's about to kiss you. It's like the most
Yeah.
awkward thing. It's like they're about to kiss. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
about to try to kiss. But yeah, I'm gonna do a reaction video to that. But anyways, so let's kind of break it down. Let's go down the list. We'll start with we have what Damian, Dom,
JD, Dom.
JD, and Finn, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Carlito's new. Like that's not I don't think he's
Yeah,
like
I don't.
realistically
I think he might do the exposing though,
maybe. He
because
might try to like he's causing issues too on his own in his own way.
yeah.
All right, so let's take Damien first. All right. Do you have
Okay.
any theories around Damien? And I'll kind of chime in because you're the expert with them. You're the expert.
Honestly, Damien, I just, I think he's like a, I think he just cares about Dom so much, and that's why he gets so upset with him because he wants him to do better, so he like pushes him to do so, and like same with Rhea, like that's his terror twin, like. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he would try to
Yeah.
get with, like, get in a group with Liv, try to
Right.
betray the group. It's a
And
little,
Damien himself is just so independent. He didn't even like relying on Rhea like that, Like
yeah,
he doesn't I feel like if anyone would split, it'd probably be him because he's just not really a team player sometimes. Sometimes he just likes to go lone wolf. And I think that's why sometimes he doesn't mesh well with the group.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he would be really obvious because he does have anger issues and anger problems and like, but he's so upfront about it that it's kind of honest. It's like an honest response from him. So yeah, I don't see any ties with him and Liv. Like that just wouldn't be.
They don't have any kind of past, and like it just would be odd.
It would make sense. All right, so Damian's probably not it. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being least likely, he's probably like a 1.
A 1, literally. And he's doing his own thing with the championship right now, so it'd be a lot to like involve him into that storyline as well.
Yeah. I feel like he's just like honestly not even focused on the group. And that's kind of bad because he's supposed to be a leader, but he's really not focused on them. He's focused on himself and like protecting his title.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dom.
This one is so tricky.
Yeah. So y'all think that it's not because it's too obvious, but maybe they're making it that way on purpose, you know? Obviously there's some like stuff going on that we don't see behind the, you know, in the background because he just seems so like nervous. The things that he posts on the social media, because the social media is like their extension of their TV selves, right?
Yeah.
It's just suspicious. He's just acting so suspicious and he's deflecting in interviews. He's not answering the question. He's just acting very weird. Very weird.
I can see both sides. I can see how he looks suspicious, but also I ride for Dom. I feel like he's just honestly lost. He's like, I don't know why this girl's trying to involve me. I don't know why she just did this. Like, I really feel like he's innocent because also I feel like it would be too obvious. Like, you know, if they had something going on and they like were trying to plot, then why would they try and reveal themselves this early?
Yeah. Right. Well, there's something to be said about Dom's history with Rhea as well. He's kind of he was weak-minded, okay? He was brought into the group. He was kind of, it was like a gang initiation, okay? They kind of like beat him up into the group.
Yeah.
So he went from being controlled by his dad. I said this in the last video, but controlled by Ray to being controlled by Judgment Day. Everything's rhyming. I can't help it, okay? But yeah, like he just went from one extreme to the other. And so it wouldn't be mind-boggling to me if he was manipulated by another person. So if she was able to kind of play on that history and say, you know, she kind of beat you up, she did all these things, she brought you into here, she's controlling you. There was even the moment where when he had the national what is it? The championship,
the North American Championship.
Yes, even when he had that, and remember he lost that, and she kind of threatened him then too about like, if you don't do it, I'll break up with you type of thing.
Yeah.
So it was always about control and power and success, but not really. I mean, sure they had those little TikTok moments and stuff, but it's like their overall relationship was very controlling.
Yeah.
So if he's able to be controlled and that's his history, then that could also be repeated. Car is going off.
Dumb.
They're like, don't tell all our secrets. Oh, okay, good. I'm like, we might have to wait. Oh my god. All right, so what would you say out of 10? 10 being the most likely and 1 the least. Where is he lying on the scale?
I'm so torn. Like, I don't think I could get a 3.
A 3?
I'm like really adamant. Like, I really just don't think, like, I see how he could be manipulated for sure. But I think if they went that route, that he's manipulated a second or third time, I feel like it'd kill his credibility of like potentially even standing on his own. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like this is his chance that Rhea's not around to prove himself that he can stand on his own ground and he won't be manipulated by this really pretty blonde girl, you know?
Liv. I would say a 6. I'm gonna lean more towards most like more to the most likely, even though I know it's very obvious and stuff. They're trying to make it seem like he's so against it and he didn't try to do these things. He didn't Liv didn't know he was gonna be there. You know, it's just kind of like suspicious. So because it's suspicious, I'm going to lean towards the more suspicious side and give him a
Valid.
6.
Very valid.
But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm
Well,
wrong. All right. So then this one I think is what most people are thinking because he has the most history with Liv, and that's going to be Finn.
definitely.
So let's hear it. What do you think about Finn?
On the scale, solid 9. Like,
Not even, we're not going to talk about it. Just the scale, 9.
9. Like, boom. I read this like really good thread.
Mhm.
I forget who was it. Kiki? Have you seen her
Oh,
page?
Akeelia?
No,
Oh.
it's another girl.
Oh, I like Kiki. Yes.
Yeah,
I don't remember her. I don't remember her full name, but yes, I remember. I know who you're talking about now. Yes.
yes, she did a whole thread about. Well, she combined like Finn and JD, but she really broke it down in how like Finn, you know, he has this past right with Liv, and then out of the blue, they lose at Hell in a Cell with AJ, and I forget who else.
Mhm.
And then literally next day, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna join the Judgment Day," and then they throw off Edge, and it's like, where did this come from? Where did this energy switch come from? So maybe he was the mole from the beginning. He wanted to break them down from the inside.
Oh my gosh, that would be a long storytelling moment because he really bonded with Damian though, you know? So it's kind of like maybe
Yeah,
that was his original goal and then like that got lost somewhere. Because I was confused by that too, but I think they just threw something together because they weren't ever planning for Edge to leave that soon.
yeah,
And I think they kind of just brought him in. But yeah, he literally went from helping Liv beat them and win and
yeah,
protecting her, calling her sister, I think it was too,
yeah, literally.
who all of a sudden joining the same faction that caused them so many issues.
Yeah,
So I just felt like we would have seen something like more suspicious by now. They kind of just like forgot about that whole storyline. And I think it's just because Edge left and they weren't expecting that. So they kind of just threw that out. It was weird.
yeah.
But yeah, I could see they have history. I could totally see Liv, you know,
And
convincing him in some way to change his mind, to split up. Him and
for sure.
Damian have been having issues
For a while.
for a
Like the
while.
moment he won the Money in the Bank, he's like, "Would you ever cash in on me?" Because he was trying to get the championship from Rollins.
Mhm.
So there's always been that tiff. And then before he even joined, they had it's all in the thread. That's where this is coming from. But
Mhm.
they were fighting for the United States Championship. So they have like this. He could have some resentment towards Damian and the group in general.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Finn, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to give you a 9 as well, or maybe an 8. I'll do an 8 because he has been pretty loyal. There was a lot of opportunities for him to turn on them, and he really didn't. So he hasn't really shown suspicious behavior. But I will just based on their history, I'll give it an 8, just to make it make sense. All right, and then we have who's next? JD.
JD.
If anyone
Oh my
should
god.
have the biggest vendetta against the Judgment Day is him. They made him work so hard to get into that group, and they were mean to him for the longest.
Deserved. I don't know. I'm a number one JD hater. If there's no more haters,
Really?
I'm dead.
I be feeling bad for that little man. I be feeling bad for him. He takes the worst bumps in history. Like I swear, like in
Honestly, yeah,
history. So I think it's really cool, like what he allows his body to go through.
for
But
sure.
to be honest, he was, he worked his way into that group. So I feel I have a lot of respect for him. I know y'all don't like him because he's, maybe the side. I don't know.
Questionable. He's questionable, man.
Y'all like to pick on his head and his body or whatever, but I don't think about that. Okay, it's the
I've never done that.
personality. That's it. His personality is questionable sometimes, though. He's a little bit of a puppy dog. He kind of like allows himself to be run over by the Judgment Day. He's like almost too passive. But I feel like he would have the most animosity in some ways for
sure.
like not getting the gratitude or appreciation. Like he never gets that from them.
Mm-hmm.
But he also doesn't have a history with Liv at all. So that's kind of why I'm just like, I don't really see him as being the one or being super suspicious because he's not, doesn't really have a history, and he's like begging to get in their group, you know, like why would he all of a sudden turn?
Well, this is where the conversation comes of like it's Finn and JD because he has a loyalty to Finn because they've known each other for 2 decades now. So that could be, yeah.
Ooh, I like that one. That actually, I can see that. And then so then Liv would steal JD and Finn.
Yeah, because like, okay, Finn has like the resentment or whatnot, and JD's just loyal to Finn, and he's like, you know what? I've also been shit on by them, so bye. Like, I'm gonna go with my friend. Yeah,
It could be two moles.
exactly.
And it's kind of Damian's fault because he split them. He doesn't give them enough gratitude. He doesn't give them enough appreciation, and he doesn't make it feel like a camaraderie type of feeling. You know, he's just kind of yelling at them, and like he always had that issue. And Rhea was always the one to kind of be like, "Hey, calm down, take it easy, dude." Like, you know, and like get the group back together or whatever. But without that feminine presence, Damian kind of creates a fissure between the group because he's just hot tempered.
Yeah.
So then what will let's say Liv does take Finn and JD, what would happen to Damian and Dom? They would stick together, or you think they would split too?
I think they'd probably stick together. I feel like the group in my head, it would fall apart before Rhea gets back. So they'd reveal themselves as like the moles or whatnot. And then at some point we'd have Priest and Dom and Finn and JD go against each other because they're like, how dare you? Da, da, da. And then as soon as Rhea comes back, then it's like a 3v3 type thing.
Ooh. You guys really thought about this. Oh my God, I like it. See? No, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So she would still have accomplished the goal of splitting her group up a little bit.
I think so. But I think like the ultimate like goal of getting Dom on her side, I think that's where Finn and JD would come in to try and convince them like, hey, this group has done nothing for you, da, 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 or like something like that. But I don't think it would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. So I forgot to give him a score. I'll give JD an 8 as well then. So ding, ding, ding. It looks like Finn and JD are kind of, you know, the most suspect.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. Followed by Dom. Followed by Dom and then followed by Damian. I feel like Damian's the least worried about the group. I'm sorry. But
if it ends up being Damian, I'm gonna be like, girl.
No way. No way.
Yeah, no.
But Damian did, what we didn't say is Damian did have beef with Rhea a lot of times too. Like they argued all the time. They just had power struggles in their dynamic period. So
yeah.
I guess we'll just, oh my gosh, we'll just have to see. But that would be so interesting. That would be really interesting. Okay. I don't know. I don't have any other theories. Do you have any other theories?
Not now. I'm just excited to see what happens. Like,
me too. I'm ready to see what she does, and it's just such a good story. I'm addicted.
Yeah, it's very like soap opera vibes. Like,
yes, I love it.
I'm here for it.
Me too. I love the messy. I love the messy as long as it's not in my life.
Right.
TV, okay, I can watch it. No. It's like a telenovela.
Yeah. I literally said that in the thread. I was like, Telemundo vibes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Deuces. Bye. We'll talk to y'all later, I guess.
Bye, guys.